and you'll look at me, okay?
Sure.
So Efren, Galtronics has a rich history of R&D and developing technology that a lot of people may not be familiar with. So what I'd like to do today is for you to give us a broad overview, and then we can get into some specific examples of your product line.
Thank you very much, Jeff, for this opportunity. And yes, Galtronics has a deep, rich history of 35 years of innovative antenna technologies and solutions. It goes from the LMR type push-to-talk radio antennas to mobile phone antennas, brick phones, smartphones, Wi-Fi routers, small cells, DAS antennas. And if we look at the DAS antennas and go later on into small antenna world, we really have two major portfolios. One is our pair portfolio, that is our in-building antenna portfolio that splits into two, MIMO in one enclosure and SISO antennas. Then we have our extend portfolio, that there we have the stadium antennas, the typical stadium antennas, and we have outdoor DAS antennas. And the unique features about our antennas are that we have perfect omni patterns without dead spots, which is a unique feature. And we also have installation options that make our product portfolio very attractive, including above ceiling installations, through ceiling installations, and below ceiling installations that would be more typical and standard. Also, we have full MIMO panel antennas, and we have two nice products for the public safety world that we can integrate public safety and the other antennas of the typical cellular between 380 megahertz up to 2.7 gigahertz in one product, which is a unique thing. And all those antennas are PIM compliant, which is becoming more and more critical requirement in the industry.
Yeah, well, yesterday we talked a little bit about the structure of these antennas and how that affects price points. And I don't want to necessarily get into details on price points, but maybe you go a little more detail in terms of some of the structural elements that drive different price points. You talked about PIM, you talked about omnidirection. Maybe give us a little technical background about what those technologies really mean.
Those technologies mean that we have a broad portfolio, that we have the typical lower cost type of antennas that are the typical SISO antennas, and then we have a premium SISO antenna portfolio that gives a bigger coverage. And there is the different structure of elements, there's IP in it, there is years of development in it, and we have leveraged our vast experience and knowledge in RF technology in order to create the best products to give that coverage and give that response to the market. Today, also between coverage and capacity, the emphasis is on capacity. So on our MIMO in one enclosure antennas, we have a very unique position that we have cross-polarized MIMO antennas in one enclosure that we have achieved up to 50% more data throughput than you would achieve with the spatially separated SISO setup to achieve MIMO.
Well, thank you. Next, I'd like to move into a detailed review of your product line. Okay?
Thank you.
Now, go ahead and cut it, because that was getting long.
Yeah.